I'm Leonard Doyle. I'm the head of media for the UN Migration Agency, which is IOM, is commonly known as.
Na sha wahala so da dama game da yanayin da na shiga na Boko Haram da har ya zo ga batawan kanwata da kuma a cikin shekara ɗaya na rasa kanwata na rasa babana. Domin haka ne na yi wannan na ce ba yanda zan iya yin bayyana.
I mean, what's really interesting about this technology is that IOM works in some of the toughest environments around the world, from Afghanistan to Iraq, Somaliland, South Sudan, Nigeria, need I go on. So these are very difficult places to access quite often. There's a high security risk. So we have staff there, of course, but to bring the outside world there and to understand the crucial nature of our work, we thought that virtual reality is an ideal vehicle because it takes you, it immerses you, and it makes it vivid and real to you. So if we are requesting funds for a big emergency, for example, the Rohingya crisis of Bangladesh, it's difficult to go there as a person, even as a government representative. But we can bring you there through virtual reality and use of technology like drones and this type of thing. Well, it's a new technology, so there's a lot of learning. There's a lot of people trying to understand how to use it well. It's cumbersome because people have to put on this headset, and usually the people who are putting on the headset, they're not from that generation, they're not kids. So there's a lot of learning to do. There's many stages to go through, but we feel it's important to be here now and to learn through our errors and through our and self-correct, so that we can be really taking this world and taking the technology and bring the two together. Because not to do so is to be blind. Well, for example, we have a lovely exhibition which we're building called Holding On, and it's to tell the story of a displaced person from their perspective. Displaced people are like you and me. They all have homes, they all have lives, and suddenly something happens. Terrorism comes, a natural disaster comes, and they flee within their own country. They haven't left their country. Now, quite often they'll bring something with them, it turns out, as a memory of where they were from. It might be the key to their front door. In this case of this lady behind us, it's the T-shirt she found in the bushes as she fled from Boko Haram. It's an ugly T-shirt, but she sleeps with that under her pillow as a memory of her pain and what she went through. In another case, it's a journalist who won't sell his camera, even though he's no longer working as a journalist. It's a memory of his previous life. Or it could be a guy who keeps his pigeons to remember. So we've gone around the world. We've been in the Philippines, where in Marawi ISIS destroyed a city or brought about the destruction of a city. We've been to the Ukraine, where there's a war and there's a line of control. We've been to Iraq, where many IDPs have returned home. They've gone back. And to Nigeria, and soon to Dominica, which was wiped out in the hurricanes of last summer. So we're trying to get completely different experiences and to bring that to public attention. And then to persuade people that, along with emergency aid, which is what we know about, is that we need development aid. We need to give people livelihoods and not just give them a shovel, give them a pick to do daily labour at work. We want to give them something innovative. So we want to jump the technical divide, bring 3D printers to a refugee camp or to an IDP camp, bring laser cutters, help people learn about upscaling or upcycling, as they call it. So turn old tires into chairs. So create new markets for people that they have livelihoods. Because the worst thing is to be a productive member of society who's suddenly not able to produce. Inevitably, people like me, who are print journalists, are dinosaurs. So we have to get rid of us. And we need young people who are very versatile, people who are trained in graphic art, people who are able to combine graphic art with new digital art. But above all, you need storytellers. So we're not so redundant, you and I. we're actually vital to the process. But we need to be accompanied by people who have these skills at their fingertips so that the storytelling can do the business.